Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to ThreeFlowing, the show where we aim to entertain, educate, and inspire. I'm Daniel Cook, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host. We have.
Hey guys, I'm Lane. Good to see you again.
And yeah, I'm still hanging out. Carson right here.
Yeah, in for the Brazilian guru.
Yes.
We'll be back in a few weeks, but
Yes.
you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
And-
I'll be out of your hair soon.
No, you hope not. But today we have a very special episode. Today we're joined by a stunt woman, which is very cool. Has worked on many shows and she does stunt driving as well, which is I think very interesting. There's a lot of things to get into there. I'm glad to be joined by Michelle.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, awesome. So I guess just to get things started, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background, or what got you
Sure.
into your career?
Sure. I've been working in film and television for about 8 years. I've worked on a little over, it's 42 or 44 films and TV shows. Started in 2017-ish and have just been training and working in and around Georgia. And then over time, productions have kind of pushed a little bit outside of Georgia, so you start to travel more and go outside of the state. Background originally was in martial arts, firearms, and horses. Ended up really not working a lot of those categories because of my height and weight. Ended up doing a lot of doubling of children, small actresses, and a lot of just ND spots, a lot of hitting the ground. And then now, over the last 6 months, I've been getting into the driving side of things and just practicing at our local speedway. We've got a really cool group of stunt men and women called Dynamic Stunts, and the goal is to train so that you can do any number of dynamic movement with vehicles on a film set.
Oh,
That's very interesting.
pretty cool. So have you been over at Atlanta, or it's not called that anymore?
That's where we train.
That's where
Yeah,
you
so
train?
it was
Okay.
it was originally Atlanta Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Now it's
Echo
yeah,
Park.
right.
It was bought by somebody else. But yeah, that's our home base
Cool.
for training. We'll go off and do Friday Night Drift, or there's other areas around here. Like No P was just at the Speedway yesterday and today. They
Have you
have
been at the
drifting.
Sonoya Speedway?
Sonoya. I didn't know there. Oh, that little. I think
Yeah,
I
the
do
dirt-
know about
it's a
that.
dirt
but
track,
Yes,
yeah.
I do know about that. My friend was trying to get Crown Vics to race out
Oh man, that'd
there.
be pretty cool.
I haven't been there. I would love to.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
there.
think the best thing is a dirt track and just
Yeah.
do weird stuff.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so home base for training anyways is there. It's also a great space to we've had some actors come out and get familiar with a car that they might be needing to drive on a show.
Okay.
And we've had some producers come out. So it's a great home base zone.
Yeah.
Because driving is very difficult.
Yeah.
And when you put in the fact that there might be, pedestrians, there might be other ND cars on the show, you might be using more than one vehicle in a chase, a pursuit scene. If you might need to do a 180 to a specific mark, these
Right.
are all things that take a lot of time
Yeah.
to get good at. And then of course the idea that you're never going to get a car on a set that's new and pretty and has great brakes and has a
Yeah.
hydro and has all these things in it. You're going to get the car that doesn't want to go. So it's
Yeah.
really good to get as much under your belt as possible.
And it's
So-
less than an hour from the airport, so folks can fly in and just do that real
We
quick.
do ride-alongs out there
Okay.
for people that are interested in what stunt driving's about. So y'all are welcome.
Nice.
We just take you on a joyride.
Yeah.
We'll do anything from, we drift a lot. We do a lot of drifting, a lot of weight transfer. Slide 90s, 180s, reverse 180s, 270s, 360s, anything like that. And then you just kind of try to pair them together and get as accurate as possible. And we use cones and barrels so that we're not running into
Yeah. Sure,
concrete blocks because it's not perfect.
Yeah.
You kill some cones.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
funny.
so
Cool. That's awesome.
yeah.
Very interesting. So do you recall the first show or film that you worked on?
Yeah, so when you're starting stunts, it's kind of a catch-22 because you have to be Taft-Hart lead to be in the business through SAG-AFTRA because of insurance purposes. So you have to be part of the union to work, but that also, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of a back and forth thing of, like, how do you work if you're not in the union, but you have to be in the union to work? So a lot of times, if you have a specific skill set or something, you can get Taft-Hart lead. I got tafted on The Walking Dead. So
Nice.
I did a few episodes of that. Really, like, just zombie stuff, like get shot in the face.
Walker.
That's
Yeah. Yeah,
right,
we
right.
were called
Yeah.
stunt walkers,
Stunt
essentially.
walkers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's just a lot of like.
Did you film right down here in Sonoya? Like,
Yes.
Right there. Okay, that's awesome.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Very
everything
cool.
I did for the show, which wasn't a lot. It was just like kill the zombies.
Yeah.
But it was all
Okay,
that whole area that
you-
they purchased. Yeah.
Do you remember what like episodes or whatever you were in?
I'd have to IMDb that.
Yeah.
I think there might have been like like something in season 9 maybe. There were
Okay.
I did something in I did some zombie killing stuff in the most recent season before they finally
Cut it off.
kaput. Yeah, like
Finally,
it's done.
you know.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
But yeah, long time ago.
Gotcha.
So.
I bet that was some crazy makeup
I was about to
sessions
say,
for
it's
that.
probably some.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, how long was
yeah.
that?
How long did the makeup? Yeah. How
And
long did
normally
makeup-
for prosthetics of that nature, it can take anywhere from like maybe 2 to 4 hours, depending on how in depth they want it.
on a single person.
Yeah, yeah.
Must be a
And
huge
then
team.
you'll normally get some type of teeth situation as well, and then
Okay.
lenses.
That's a lot of patience. You gotta sit
Yeah.
in a chair for.
Yeah, I mean, luckily you get paid for it, right? So
You're paid while the time in the chair.
Oh, from
Okay,
your
all
yeah.
right.
So you get paid. You get paid from your call time until your wrap time.
Okay.
And all of that is put together on something we call an Exhibit G.
Okay.
So when you show up, when you get into hair and makeup, when you put on a costume, when you get NDB'd, which is your breakfast break, when you have your first lunch, when you have your second, if you have your second, any meal penalties, any overtime.
Okay.
We make a lot of money on overtime.
Gotcha.
And then stunt adjustments.
Cool.
All of that gets put, and then your out time. All gets put on an Exhibit G, which gets put into production. And that's kind of essentially how you get paid.
What would be an
Gotcha.
average budget for, let's say, a small production?
A small production. There's a small production going on right now here at 5 Mil. That's pretty small. 5 Mil is pretty small. I assistant coordinated a show in North Carolina 2 years ago called Summer Camp with Diane Keaton and Kathy Bates.
No
and
way.
I think our budget, like for the entirety of the movie, was, I want to say 10 mil, something like 10 mil, something like that.
Did you get to meet Kathy Bates? I like.
Oh sure, yeah.
She seems
yeah.
pretty cool. Is she nice?
She is, yeah. They were all very nice.
Yeah.
And also North Carolina was a very chill
Right.
atmosphere, you know. But I just know her from like Titanic, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god.
I know her from like, Misery and Titanic.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
What was the role in Titanic?
Molly Brown.
Really?
Young
Oh,
single
she played Molly Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So, but those are pretty low budgets, right? Because then you think about the fact that like you might be on, like I did Lyle Lyle Crocodile a couple of years ago. That was $100 million budget.
Dang.
So, and that's a kids musical, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, what's a
Yeah.
singing crocodile? Like,
Yeah.
So with the small budgets and all the way up to the largest budgets, who provides this money?
So you have different levels of producers,
Okay.
and those people get brought on at the very beginning of when
Okay.
a show kind of gets greenlit in a sense, or when it's
Sure.
starting to go through the pre-production process, and then you start to figure out, like, you create a budget of what, like, ideally what this might look like, and then you have to find like whoever's in charge has to find funds for that. And then, of course, once you have funds, you then have to go, okay, who's our director? Who's our line producer? Who's our first AD, second AD?
Sure.
Who's in charge of the camera department? Who's in charge of the stunt department? Who's in charge of the costume department?
Right.
Like, you start to hire those heads of department, and then you start to create what it could look like or what it could be.
Okay.
it's
But
like
it's
a-
a long process.
Okay, so it's a planning. It's a rough draft. You say this is
Yeah.
what we've tallied
Define.
up. This is how much we're probably going to need.
It's like
And
a
a lot
startup
of
or something.
times, you'll hear about like people going and pitching a script, an idea. Like somebody might buy a script off of someone,
heard of
like
that.
Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Netflix might buy a script off of you,
Yes.
and then Netflix is gonna fund it, right? Because it's Netflix. So then they're gonna start to put in the heads and people that they need. They're gonna go, oh, this person from this show liked working with him. Oh, this person would be great, for the head of camera department, whatever, right?
Well, I didn't know if it was like, like political campaigning where you have different donors or different
Investors,
different
and
companies
stuff.
that would try to pitch in and this and that.
I don't, because I'm not a producer, and I don't
Right,
do
obviously.
the closest
Michelle,
I get to.
you need to have all
I
the
know,
answers.
I know. The closest I get to money might be creating a budget for the stunt department to get approval.
Right.
Right.
Gotcha.
However, I'm sure depending on the size of the show, they might have a brand with Coca-Cola, and there might need to be a Coca-Cola in the scene, or they might have a brand deal with Dell computer. You know what I mean? So they're
It's like we want a brand deal with
So it
Ovaltine.
sponsors them.
yeah, they might have that at some point, but that's out of my knowledge
Sure.
space.
Right,
Like I
yeah.
obviously I cannot be concerned with that. Like
Yeah,
that would
Definitely.
be wild.
That's a lot. Yeah.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
though.
So I guess one controversial question is, do you think the size of the budget for a show has an impact on its quality? Like, what do you think makes a good production?
I think a smaller budget can definitely add stress and strain to the people working it, because you're always going to want to do more, create more, add more, right? And the budget might say no. But I have seen some of the best stuff I've worked on is lower budget stuff. It's got a really home family vibe to it.
Yeah.
Everyone's worked together on some other
Yeah.
low
I was
budget
gonna ask if
film
there-
festival.
Yeah, like if there's a community of low budget movies.
there is,
There
there
is?
is.
That's cool. That's
yeah, and those a lot of times are like the best.
Yeah.
Versus when you do get onto like the thing is when someone's spending $150 million for you to make a movie, you better be on it.
That's a house.
Like nobody, if you like nobody has time for you if you can't be on it.
There's no
And-
lollygagging.
Right.
no,
So
yeah.
I think in general it might create a little bit more of a stressful environment. You can still create incredible productions, like incredible stories and all that with a ton of money, obviously.
Gotcha.
Money does make it easier in terms of like
Yeah.
like Marvel, for example, right? Like
Yeah.
you walk onto a Marvel set, like I worked on Loki the first season, and they make a whole town at Trilith.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you walk outside and it's
Yeah.
a town. And you're like, what? It's
amazing.
Right? So money does speak,
Help,
you know?
yeah.
But I think it just depends. And also who's in charge, right? Like
Yeah.
who's calling the shots? Are they friendly? Are they not? Like
Yeah, you
there's-
definitely got to build relationships, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And this business is about who you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knowing
it is
people.
great. Like you're
Networking.
supposed to have, you're supposed to have like
Network.
skill and stuff. And you, a lot of people do have incredible
It's
skill.
almost like life is worth
But-
networking, right?
I
Yeah.
think that's true with a lot of industries. Networking
Yeah.
is key. And, to your point, I think the smaller budget productions, I think it kind of forces you to be more creative too. And sometimes
Yeah.
that can
Think
bring
outside
forth the
the box,
best,
yeah.
the best products too.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
All right, so Michelle, who do you know?
Oh, that's a real question. Okay. I'm joking. That's a real question. I do have a fair amount of coordinators that I work with often. I think once you find performers that you really jive with, like as a coordinator, right, you really jive with and know kind of what you're looking for, what you're after, you kind of stick with those people. It's the same for a performer. There's a coordinator that like talks to you a certain way or kind of gets you.
Sure.
I think you want to just work for them over and over again, and you want to do a really good job for them.
Yeah.
Someone that comes to mind immediately, he's done a lot of stuff here. He's, in my opinion, one of the sweetest, best coordinators here. His name is Andy Rusk. He's amazing. He looks out for his performers. He does everything he can to
Give a
make
shout out to
sure.
him,
Yeah, Andy. I just worked with him on something in Oklahoma, and I worked with him on Atlanta
Oh, cool.
with Donald Glover. I think.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Glover.
Heard of that?
Is it? I don't. Somebody Glover. It's. I think it's Donald. I don't know. It's Glover.
Danny.
Donald.
There's a few Glovers out there.
There's. Yeah, it's one of them.
I want to make sure.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Producer, check that.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
I know.
I want to say it's Donald. I don't know
Donald.
why I want to think that, but
Doesn't Donald? I don't even know.
who I can't read that
Danny.
far. Is
Can
it
you see the
Danny?
picture of him? Like, no, not him. Might be different Glover.
Yeah.
One of the
No,
Glovers.
he's younger.
Okay.
He's a lot younger. But I did a car hit for him on Atlanta, and from start to finish, just absolutely keen on safety and communication.
That's
like
cool.
met with me who was getting hit by the car, and then the woman that was driving the car. Had a conversation, like met us ahead of time, had a conversation about it. Then on the day, we walked through it. We talked about it. He built up boxes and put a blonde wig on top so that I could see how fast the car was going to hit the boxes. Like really just safety,
cool.
safety,
Yeah.
safety.
So the car
Like,
actually-
by the second.
So where did it
Yeah.
hit in relation to you?
It hit my body.
Oh, so you actually did get hit by the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but a lot of I think there are just coordinators that really go above and beyond to make sure not only that you're safe, but that you're completely in understanding of
Okay.
what the gag is and how it's going to go.
Yeah, because I didn't know how much was done with like effects or like with virtual.
It depends on the type of car hit, but that car hit, I was doubling a little girl, and the gag was she was on a tricycle, and then she gets hit by the car, and then the little girl gets up from the concrete and like does this
Yes.
to the guy driving. So sorry.
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 That's a reasonable reaction
Yeah,
though, to get hit by a car.
I think it was in the season finale, but yeah. So I just had to double her. So I had obviously her outfit on. I'm tricycling along, get hit by the car, fall onto the floor, and then they'll cut, right? And then they'll place the girl on the floor. Action. The girl comes up, does her acting, right? And then the scene gets put together.
Okay. What speeds are these cars going at?
It depends on the hit. You really don't. I mean, let's see. I feel like my car was going slower. I was on a bike. I want to say maybe 9-10 miles an hour. I think there's been some car hits that are hitting 15 to
Okay.
18, something like that.
Okay.
But obviously that becomes a lot more dangerous. And a lot of times the faster the car hit, the more chance that you're going to go over top of it.
Right.
And as
That's
soon
what
as
I'm
you go
thinking,
over
yeah.
top of it, it is disorienting, and it's a little bit harder to find the ground and like have a safer landing versus the car hit I did was onto the hood and windshield and then off.
Okay.
Okay.
So the car is coming at you, you hit it, the car stops, you roll off. Versus the car going through you, essentially. So the car leaves you in the dust, essentially.
Right.
That's cool.
That type of car hit, I've started to see people do it with wires, just because it's
Okay.
very unpredictable. Still gnarly and like
Yeah,
super
no,
cool.
yeah, that's
Very
I've seen
cool,
some
very cool.
gangsta like
Yeah.
stunt guys take some hits.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think the most recent John Wick, they did multiple car hits in a row. I
yeah,
mean,
John Wick, you
gotta
wild,
have- ooh.
mad props. Like those
Yeah.
guys are amazing.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it just kind of depends on the gag, what's needed for the show, and things
cool.
like that.
Yeah, it's amazing that people like they're able to do all these things for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, when was
Yeah.
the last time you rode a tricycle before then?
When I was really little, man. When I was real little.
Yeah. That's
Luckily, it doesn't take any skill to ride a tricycle, so I think you're good. Yeah,
not a
you can
unicycle,
make that
but-
work. What?
So this is not a unicycle, that'd be.
Yeah.
I think I would have needed to have been notified about that. I think that would have been
Yeah.
probably something on the phone,
It's a tough skill
Certainly.
to learn, yeah.
I'm not sure that I would walk onto a set and then be like, here you go. And
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Figure it out.
Yeah, oh, crap.
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
they would. I don't know. I've never been asked that question.
Yeah.
Planning ahead is key, I'm sure, in all these productions.
You hope that.
Yeah.
There are definitely times when
How many
you
times have you done that, by the way?
like a lot.
A lot.
There are definitely times when you don't know what you're gonna do, and that's when I think thinking on your toes. Is that the phrase?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when that comes into play because they very well could just be like, oh, change of plans, or okay, here's a good example. I did the newest season of Scare Tactics. I assistant coordinated it, and I also acted and did the stunts in 3 episodes. That stuff is all hidden camera prank show stuff. So it's all improv. You have earwigs that production can talk to you, and you're trying to prank someone that doesn't know that this is a show. So you have to like, and you're acting with them and trying to like put the wool over their eyes for like 45 minutes and then still do a stunt. So like one episode we did a fire burn. So I was acting with this random stranger for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I have a reason to leave, right? Like somebody comes in and says, "Oh, the boss needs to talk to you." Okay. Leave. I have like 10 minutes to get in fire attire to be lit on fire. And then the show continues, right? They ask the people to come outside. "Oh no, this girl," I don't remember what my fake name was, but this girl, like she's really in trouble, whatever. They come out, and then it's the whole bit of like, my friend Philip was the fire guy on this one. He tied me to a pole. They lit me on fire. It was this whole like Winston-Salem thing, where you light chicks on fire.
Burn the witch, yeah.
Yeah. And this whole thing just to see if they can prank someone, because it's hard to deny that someone's actually on fire because they are.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like it's a very like on your toes. Like, I hope this works.
Yeah.
I
And
can
there
imagine,
was one, we pranked 2 or 3 different people that day. The third lady used to be like a nurse or something, and she was a really cool, just old lady.
Yeah.
And she tried to save me.
She was like getting into it, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then like people that, like random people around the situation had to like get in there and stop her from touching me because I'm on fire.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you can't touch me.
Yeah.
You'll go to the hospital.
Well,
You can't touch
her
me.
instincts kick
Yeah.
in.
So it's very like, okay. Or we did like an exorcism episode. Same thing, right? Where it's like
Dang.
What?
like one girl
Okay.
like screams and runs out of the room. One girl hides in the corner. Like because people do what they do when they're scared.
Yeah.
You're not going to know what that is
Yeah,
until it
you're getting
happens.
the whole
I'm
reaction.
like, I'm out,
Yeah.
I'm out, man.
I was saying we gotta get Ethan on this show.
Yeah.
Trick him for sure.
So sometimes it's very
Funny.
much like, what now? You want me to do what today?
Yeah. It's
So,
very
yeah.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that goes. There's different, like there's most people just see the actors, but they don't see the director, producer, everything that goes into it, the makeup, I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many different layers that go into it that you
Oh my
told
gosh,
me about, and I'm
so
like,
many.
man, I never.
I think that's why the credit list is so long, right?
Yeah.
I was about to
Yeah.
say your
So-
name's still on the list though, right?
It depends.
Depends.
It
Okay.
It depends. If it's a really big, heavy stunt
Yeah.
movie, they may only do a certain number of words, right? A certain number of
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
names, if you will. Also, a lot of the times, my last name is misspelled, or like
Okay.
if you're in the credits, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think for a lot of stunt people, and I'll just speak for myself, but I do know friends that also feel this way. We're not in the spotlight, and that's not the point. We just
Exactly.
like what we do. We
Yeah.
like that we can like put some action into a story and help sell a story through like our movement.
Yeah.
We really don't care if our name's in a credit.
Yeah.
I would much rather have the coordinators in the area know I exist and want to work with me
Yeah.
than have a name on a screen,
Yeah. And
right?
do that fun
enough.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Daniel, you always
you
stay
know.
to the end of the movie. You always watch this.
I'll watch every single
Every
credit,
last one.
obvious.
And he claps. He claps too.
I'm that
Claps
weirdo
when
that's
the lights-
clapping at the end. No.
Claps when the
Remember the
lights
lights
are
are
Not,
on.
but I do have a lot of respect for the film
Oh,
industry.
yeah, that is.
But
Yeah, well, there's a lot of departments that also are kind of, they fly under the radar, like you said, with, for example, costumes or hair and makeup. A lot of times they're there before anybody else because they're prepping stuff. A lot of times they're there when everyone else leaves, right? Because they've got costumes has to do laundry. Makeup and hair has to
Oh,
get,
boy, that would
they have to
suck.
get wigs off of people. They have to
Yeah.
get tattoo cover up off. Like, they run really long hours.
I can imagine,
And
especially
a
with
lot of
Walking Dead.
people don't watch something and go, that the costumes in that are amazing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe if you're watching like Downton Abbey, but if
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
if
My
you know what I mean, if it's not
yeah.
like a period piece or whatever, a lot of people don't think to themselves, man, that makeup is sharp, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
then they
Yeah.
would notice it if it wasn't there too.
I know.
if it was being bad.
I
So
think we might have even all seen this. But, like the Grinch. You're talking with like
Oh, yeah.
Jim Carrey. His
Okay.
how he got into costume with
Yeah,
the Grinch
no.
and how long
hours
it
and
took.
hours. hours. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, he said that was torture.
Yes.
So
I would.
so
I'm
Probably
right there
would
with
be.
him.
I feel that because like
Yeah.
I can only imagine. I mean, I had done creature work, like I've done costume stuff where it's like multiple layers of like fur and like a head and stuff. But I can only imagine the length that they went for that product.
I can imagine like how hot he got.
Oh
like,
my god!
Probably
Yeah.
got him into character, you know. I'd be grumpy after
I'd be.
tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was method that day. Yeah,
It's
He
too.
definitely,
Yeah.
But
yeah. That would be horrible. So
I mean, he'd already be grumpy, so.
and it's every day, right? Because it's not like a costume you're in for like a week. You're in
Yeah.
that for the entirety of the movie, and you're in like every scene.
Yeah, and how long does
That's-
it take him to put it on him or whatever?
And take it off. At the end of the day, you've
Exactly.
had a 12, 14-hour day,
Yeah.
and then you have like 4 hours to sit in a
And
take
then,
a nap.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
I don't know.
About to say.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
people, they
Knock out.
think, you know, acting is like this glamorous job, you know, but they don't realize there's a lot of difficult parts to it as well.
Not to mention
Yeah.
talent. You couldn't do that.
There
Good
is. There's a
Lord.
lot,
Right.
like, especially, I've noticed actors on sitcoms and, like, TV shows that are constantly being rewritten, constantly having new material, things like Saturday Night Live and stuff. Like, those people are working 24/7 on this stuff.
Yeah.
They're constantly, like, what it takes to, like, memorize a brand new episode of dialogue every week is crazy, super stressful.
Yeah.
Plus, just in general, the off time when you're not working, and like it's depressing. Like you put so much money and energy and blood, sweat, and tears into your craft, and some of these people go years without making any money doing this stuff. You know, so it takes a lot of mental
Yeah.
strength to keep going.
I mean, I can
Right?
see like being done for the day and just wanting to go plop in bed
Yeah.
and not want to be able to hang out with friends or whatever or something like that.
Some productions take just all of the time, all of your time.
Obviously, there's talent involved and a lot of patience, but I assume it would also just take a bit of luck too to.
There
And
is-
passion, for
yeah.
sure. Stay committed.
Yeah.
There is some luck. There's also like the idea of what's popular right now. So, you know, is it popular to make animated stuff? Is it popular to make kid shows? Is it popular to make superheroes or Navy SEAL shows or rom-coms? Like what's being greenlit?
Gotcha.
And then from there, like what slots need to be filled. A lot of that is luck, right? Like if you're in an area where there's really no work for someone small, right? Or maybe there's no work for, like, one of my friends is 6'7". Sometimes he works whole runs of something because he's 6'7", right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes he works nothing because he's 6'7".
Yeah.
So it's very
The flip
like
of the coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Because of what they need. It's all about the demand of what's needed, I guess. So in your
It's a
case,
big boy.
Michelle, like, do you ever like turn down projects, or do like how choosy are you, or do you just take whatever comes?
The only time I've ever turned down a project was because I didn't feel like I had the necessary skill to do it, to complete it. Like, for example, I'm not a flipper. I've tried gymnastics. It's not for me. I really dislike it. I love watching it. Holy moly.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing a backflip. So if somebody writes me and is like, hey, we've got this character that does, like, I don't know, a B twist into a cheat 7 into a backflip, I'm going to go, that doesn't even make sense, but you get my point. Like, I'm going to go, no, I have somebody for you, though. Like, I know
Yeah.
someone that can do that.
Or do you say, all right, was a blank check here?
No.
What numbers you gonna write?
No. I think it's sad to turn something down because there's not a ton of work here. A lot of stuff went overseas. But at the same time, your coordinator has put money in your pocket and put a credit on your resume,
Yeah.
and you have to respect that. And if you can't do that justice and you can't do the job that is needed for that particular situation, you should give it to someone who can,
Yeah.
because they probably need the money too.
I was about to say,
That's true.
Well, there's where that
someone's
networking
going to
comes
be
in.
looking.
Wait, what?
That's where the networking comes in.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of, I know you talked about the film industry has left Georgia, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's ever coming back? Because we have the infrastructure
so.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hasn't completely left. So I do want to make sure I say that. There are some things filming right now. Will Trent is filming right now. Tulsa King is filming right now. I did an episode of Will Trent last season. Really love those guys.
Is that still at Trilith?
I don't know what's at Trilith right now. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'm not positive.
Anyway, sorry.
But the list of productions here now versus a couple of years ago, there's no comparison.
Right.
It's not good.
I know Marvel left.
Marvel
UK.
left. Marvel's gone to the UK. We did have Superman here from DC. I have no idea what DC's current plans are. I do know that there was a couple of other productions I won't name that did go through the process of like auditions and finding people to hire and stuff like that, and then those did go overseas, whether it be South Africa or Australia or London. They did all leave. So I hope it comes back. Obviously, I live here. I really hope that it comes back because we do have the infrastructure. We do have a ton of studios.
I was about to say we have the what am I looking for?
So many, like anything like OFS, Blackhawk, Trilith,
Tyler Perry,
like so many options here. Where did we do Stranger Things?
that's over in like Hampton area.
It's
Henry County.
Yeah, I can't remember now. Screen Gems.
Yeah.
It's called something else now, but it was Screen Gems, and that's where Stranger Things has been for a while. You know, Electric Owl. I mean, we have a ton of stuff here, but we're gonna. You know, it's a wait game to see.
Why has it left? I'm sure I know the answer, but why has it left?
What I've heard, and but money. Like
Of course.
they can save money currently overseas. It costs more money, as far as I'm aware, and I'm not production, but I believe it kind of low-key costs more money right now in the U.S. I think. And that would make sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard some people talking about even putting tariffs on foreign-made movies. You know, it'd be an interesting way to bring it back. I don't know if that would work or not, but
I don't know.
I've heard commercials are hot right now. Is that true?
Commercials are hot. I think LA does a lot of commercials. I don't know of many commercials here. That's not in my pool of what I've been put in for in terms of work. I'd love to do some commercial stuff. I think commercials are great in terms of like it's a good avenue for money and for like quick jobs, right? Like in and out, a couple days, whatever.
Kind of staying active in that realm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that this is necessarily like a commercial hub. I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah, I was an extra on like an ad basically, and that was a fun experience for sure. Yeah, I was.
I didn't know.
Wait, what was the ad?
It was I was working for the state capitol at the time, so they were filming like an ad. Like, it was basically like a campaign ad. So
So not necessarily.
It wasn't like
well,
it wasn't commercial, but it was like
It
an
wasn't
ad.
like Doritos.
It was a
or
campaign ad.
A campaign ad, so funded by the
You weren't on, like,
campaign and
Progressive or
whatnot.
Gotcha. Listen, Flo's got it going.
Have
like,
you seen the All-Star
I like
guy?
Mr. Mayhem.
Same-
is
yeah,
my favorite.
Yeah,
Mr.
he gets
Mayhem.
beat up.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
goodness.
dude's hilarious.
Who's his stunt guy? I wonder.
Hey,
I
Mr.
know, I don't know.
Mr. Mayhem was in John Wick, if you didn't know that. I don't know what
I
his
didn't
name
know
is.
that. I didn't know.
I'm sorry I don't know your name, but
Sorry,
you're
dude.
a great actor, dude.
Come on the show.
We'd love to come on and have you on the show.
Come on the show.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
really cool. So I love his. He's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny. They did really well with that whole like
The
commercial
Allstate,
package.
yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're kind of like you're like the commercial's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mayhem
yeah.
happens, man.
Like that stuff actually happens.
Yeah.
You
What's
see
up?
this with like
Effective.
college football. The Dr. Pepper commercials are so funny.
Dude, the Dr. Pepper commercials are always
Like there's a few
poppin'.
that are miss, but most of them are like, man, they're
I
pretty
feel
good.
like, I mean, at least I don't notice Dr. Pepper commercials.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't really watch TV besides out of college football. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Dr. Pepper commercials are as, shown on TV as much as they are during college football season or something like
I would
that.
say I'm
Right.
always watching college football, and they're always on.
Yeah,
Right.
what is it, Fansville?
Yes.
Toyotathon.
That's so fun.
Had to
That's
work in
cool,
a
though.
Super Bowl ad or something. Those are kind of
Oh,
big
man,
productions.
those-
I
That's
feel
big
like.
big money.
expensive,
That's
yeah.
big money right there.
It's ridiculous, but
Some people
I
watch
wouldn't
it
even
just
know, yeah.
Some people watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think they put out on the Google like what it was.
The Google.
Yeah, what it was like to have like 30 seconds or even like 20 seconds during the Super Bowl.
It's insane.
And it's ridiculous money.
Yeah.
Like
Millions,
crazy
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, insane, but it can make a lasting impression for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they do residuals on commercials. I think they do.
What is a
I'm not sure.
residual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So residuals are like the money that performers on a show
Oh yeah,
will
we
get.
we knew that. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
joking.
Oh, okay.
I'm,
Okay.
Listen,
No clue.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So, for example, if you do a show or a movie or something, like, and that goes out, and then that's going to make money, right? So it trickles down to the performers in it, essentially.
Okay.
So it's kind of like payments after the fact.
Like
Yeah.
royalties.
Yeah, it's like royalties.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So that's a lot of times how performers live. When it is like a slow time like it is now, a lot of us pay our mortgages with residuals.
There you go. That's one way.
So it keeps a lot of us alive, honestly.
Gotcha.
It's good.
Yeah.
It must be tough. I know there was the strike for a while, right?
There was many strikes. There was a writer's strike, and then there was, I guess, no, the DGA didn't strike, but they thought about it. And then SAG did strike for 8 months, SAG-AFTRA, which is my union. And then there might have been something else, but that definitely did part of the killing for the industry because 8 months, like if you start a production and then you have to shut it down, the startup fees again, like it's so much money. And then do you have, like, are you renting out a studio lot? Like what
Yeah.
happens with that? Like it was very bad for us. The strike was not good.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
if you ever have to make like some extra money or something like that, what do you usually do?
I've done a pattern of different things.
Okay.
Most recently, I've been a car mechanic.
Okay.
So I worked at Mercedes-Benz for a while, like 6 months
Okay.
before I quit.
Do you like German engineering?
I didn't love working on Mercedes. I'll be real. It's a lot electrical, right? Because they're
Yeah.
all new.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of like, put the computer on it.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta be careful with everything.
Yeah, and they're very expensive.
It is. Yeah.
I like working on like POSs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
like an old.
Yeah.
I had an
Beat 'em
old
up, you know?
Tahoe,
Yes.
man, that had over
See,
300,000
I love a
miles.
Tahoe. Yeah.
Gosh,
American
That's
cars.
great.
never let me down.
See, yeah. So now I just work. There's a mechanic named CJ. He does a company called Side Jobs. Actually, I think am I wearing that?
You
hat?
are.
You
There you go.
sure are.
And he works on a lot of our stunt cars and picture cars.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And so I've been, like, I guess you would say interning under him
Okay.
for like a year.
Nice.
And I really enjoy that because it is a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, it's body and
A lot of Fords, a lot of, like, I have a 350Z, a lot of Nissans, a lot of, we service a good amount of Corvettes, things like that.
Okay.
So it's really random. A lot of
Yeah.
brake jobs, hydro brakes, a lot of suspension stuff, shocks,
Maintenance stuff.
coilovers, oil changes, coolant leaks, all that stuff. I really liked that.
So I'm thinking like the cars you do, like more American muscle kind of.
Well, I think so. For the most part, at least for what we drive for training purposes, we have a lot of 350Zs, a lot of Mustangs, a lot of Crown Victorias.
Oh man.
I love me a Crown Vic.
Dude, they got
Those
V8s
things-
in them.
Dude, yeah, they have Mustang engines,
Yeah.
and they're like unstoppable.
And they're
These things,
tanks,
they are
dude.
tanks. They're heavy, which is not great for drifting.
Yeah.
But they turn on a dime. They're nifty.
I mean, there's a reason the cops use them.
They did, yeah. So, and then like I said, a smattering of other things. There's a few Corvettes there that people drive and things like that. But so a lot of
bonding over
Mustangs.
the
So that's a
Okay.
muscle
Crown
car.
Victoria.
Like that, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
You guys bonded over the Crown Victorians.
Dude, man.
They're so great.
Look,
They're
that
so
is-
great.
so
I
you
want
go
one
to like
so
a
bad.
cop auction or something like that, you can find one. Like,
I don't know. I'm a car
Well, never
appreciator.
mind.
I
That's
don't
a
know
whole
anything
other
about cars. I
realm.
just look at them like, all right.
We
that's
found
cool.
out that his
So,
truck is a 4-cylinder, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
baby and
Good. Cool.
Well,
You like
what's
that?
yeah, but how many liters? It's a 4-cylinder, but how many liters?
2.4.
2.4.
Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He bought a lemon.
In
It's
a
a baby.
truck?
It's a Tacoma.
It's a baby.
Ooh.
It's a baby truck. Can't tow anything, but I'm sure it's cute.
I'm not gonna. What am I gonna tow?
looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have any towing purposes.
Yeah.
It looks good, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Maybe
something I'd
one day,
drive.
maybe get like a farm truck, like a work truck.
Yeah.
What am I gonna tow? What do I own?
Well, I don't
that
know.
I'm
One
gonna
day,
tow?
like when you like buy a house and you like I don't know have property or
I don't know.
something.
All the studio stuff we're gonna
You
Yeah.
tow
got a
around,
duck
you know?
boat
Yeah.
or something like
So,
that? or-
No, I'm good. If
You
I,
said a
Bass
duck
boat?
boat?
if I have a boat,
Yeah.
if I'm a boat, I live on a lake somewhere because I'm not towing it. Just leave it on the lake.
Well, then you gotta
can
pay
believe
for that. You gotta pay to
A
keep it
boat
up and
is
running.
expensive.
I was about to say, yeah.
Cars, boats, planes, horses, expensive.
I want a
Mm-hmm.
John boat.
Now, plane, I could. Well, I'm not towing a plane, but I could see owning a plane.
Just
But
side
then
note.
you have to put it somewhere. Like you
Yeah,
have
I was
hang
to
about to
store
say,
it.
you gotta put it in a hanger.
to
That's
store
true.
it.
All that
Yeah.
stuff.
What does that
Plus
have to
the
do?
maintenance.
What does that have to do with towing?
But do you
it?
know?
That's gotta be
well, no, you
more
won't have to.
expensive.
But
You gotta
no
have
one's
a big
towing a
boat.
plane.
That's what I'm saying.
The point is
Yeah.
have a big truck.
Sure.
And
Okay.
also, this is I was talking with Lane the other day about this, but like we're talking about hobbies, and it's like all hobbies are kind of expensive. I
Every
feel
hobby
like.
is expensive.
Is there any
that's
hobby
for
that's
sure.
not expensive?
I'm sure. Like I feel like the ball hobbies aren't. Like
Ball?
soccer.
Whittling.
How is that expensive?
I don't know.
I'm sure it gets expensive somehow.
If
some
you
way.
want to
Well-
like maybe like be part of a league or something,
you're in a
I guess.
club or
But then it's
something
not a
like
hobby
that.
anymore.
Basketball is expensive.
You're
Is
playing
it?
a sp-
Yeah, because it's hard to find a gym with like a basketball court to even
Just
like go
play
play
AAU.
at.
Okay, but what's expensive to you? You're talking a gym membership?
Well, that or if you want to play like in a rec league or something like that.
okay,
I mean,
yeah, if
could-
you want to be in a league,
you
that's
could
different.
go
Very
like
different.
shoot
Sorry if I
outside.
offended soccer people. I love soccer. I'm sure it's
I
expensive.
know the golf people
I
are
don't
more
know.
Me
offended.
talking shit about my
Okay.
truck.
Yeah,
No, I just-
sorry.
Yeah, golf is expensive.
Everything. Okay, so everything's expensive. Just pick your poison. I don't know. What to
I
tell
was
you.
thinking maybe
Ammo's
like
expensive.
reading isn't that expensive if you like
Reading?
that.
Reading?
Watching
Collection
movies
I
of
guess
books, right?
reading is a hobby.
could
Yeah.
I
be.
think it is.
What are your hobbies outside of film stunts?
Well, I used to ride horses a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool hobby.
That's an expensive one.
That's the thing. Yeah, you gotta pick one. Cause like even
Man,
like
go.
shooting guns, right? Like ammo is so expensive. Everything's expensive.
And then,
Yeah.
of
Wow.
course, you get one gun, you want another and another and another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like a hobby
Exactly.
that's like not expensive could be like sewing, or like maybe if your friend has a pool, you could swim. You know,
You got a pool
Like-
hobby.
I
you know
mean,
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
You can-
I don't know.
Hunting can be cheap. I mean, if you just get your
Hunting is
rifle
true.
and sit at
Well,
the base of a tree.
You never shoot anything. Then it's cheap.
Yeah,
Then
then
it's
it's
cheap.
cheap. But
What
you
about-
never
I'll
shoot.
shoot
Yeah.
Bow
Gun.
hunting.
Bow hunting?
Actually, I do archery, and that's
You bow hunt?
I don't bow hunt, but I do archery.
Okay.
I do Asiatic archery.
Okay.
I've gone deer hunting once. I was like shooting birds. Deer hunting, I fell asleep.
But that's not expensive, especially if
It's-
you don't
the
shoot
archery is
You
anything.
just gotta
boring.
sit there.
Archery is
and
not
it's-
Yeah.
to me. It's not expensive
I like the
because
experience.
I'm
I
not
think it's
breaking arrows.
boring.
If you're breaking arrows all the time or like losing arrows in the abyss, like in the woods, then okay, that would be expensive.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I go shooting at like Big Woods Goods, for example,
Yeah.
with my bow, it's $15. Like that's
Yeah.
not expensive.
Not too bad.
No, no, no.
Hunting arrows.
That's cool though. That's cool. You do a wide range of hobbies for sure.
Yeah.
Do quite a lot.
Yeah, I think like doing random stuff all the time is really good for you.
Yeah,
you know?
spontaneous.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I
And
think
then if you
so.
don't
Like a
like, it,
random
you don't
road
have to
trip.
do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I think
know?
so too. It's important to have that variety in life because
Yeah.
if you don't, like your life is gonna go by so much quicker because you get in these patterns and routines and
Yeah.
Just
just
try new things.
it's always good to try new things.
I'll tell you
yeah.
one thing that we got to do, Carson. You got to go skeet shooting. That there's a
Trap.
I guess,
Oh,
yeah,
love
yeah.
trap shooting.
Yeah, that's so fun.
That's something I've never done.
Really?
I've
It's
shot guns a long
hard.
time,
It's
but
fun,
I've
though.
never done that.
Hard.
It looks hard. It
It's-
looks daunting.
Let's say pulling the little.
The clay.
Yeah.
but then you think about that clay must be whipping, right? Like that's
If
got to be
you-
going kind of fast.
It's going fast, and
you
if
got to shoot it?
and you gotta shoot it, and you gotta pay for the ammo, and you gotta pay for the clay. If you don't
Yeah.
hit the clay,
I do
you
like
just
the idea
wasted it.
though. I do like the idea of like the brake shotguns when it goes ding and like the
Oh, yeah, I
cartridges
got-
come out. That's
I've
pretty
got a
great.
break action shotgun in my
See, that's pretty
girlfriend's
great.
car right
okay,
now.
great. Oh, wait,
Oh, my
you need to- Yeah,
fiance.
there you go. She
Sorry,
she corrected
fiance.
you. She corrected you. That's very important.
He's worried about that
Also,
bonding
rings
over
bells.
that.
was an
Crown
easy
Royal.
correction.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Crown
was
Vic,
like,
excuse me.
hold up.
bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny.
I know my main hobby's music, and that's unfortunately expensive. But
Yeah, we see that drum set right there. Offset,
Yeah,
so.
And the
beautiful drum
guitars and all
set.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Music's very expensive.
it's fun though. It
Yeah.
is fun.
Yeah.
definitely. That's another one that's not cheap is podcasting.
There you go.
But-
That's for
there
sure.
you go.
That is so yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it
fun,
can
it's
be.
good.
I mean, I think with anything, you can make it as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
like I used to enjoy. Like I used to be really into filmmaking too. So like, I would try to do little short films. You know, kind of
Oh,
cringy
yeah.
now, but like I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But I bet you it taught you stuff that you can like use now in this
Yeah.
forum.
Absolutely, yeah. Some of the stuff I was working on when I was like 14 years old, like it introduced me to editing. Some of the stuff
Yeah.
that I do now, like set
Right?
design.
Sound. Yeah, all that.
Absolutely. So nothing, you can learn a lot even on like a
yeah.
low budget or like what I was using like Sony Movie Studio to edit like years ago,
Oh, cool.
So
There's one movie, I know it was a low budget movie, Monty Python
Yeah.
and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
they was using coconuts for the horse.
The horse sounds. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
they was doing
That's funny.
coconuts together.
And that, I mean, that everyone knows that, right?
Yeah, that,
Like,
that movie like did
So it's a
super
great
well.
example. Yeah, a great example.
I don't remember what the budget was for that, but it did
Probably
very
not
well.
much. I don't know though, but
Yeah,
I would assume not much
yeah.
at the time. But now it's like a huge hit. And you're
Yeah,
like,
no,
what would you
everybody.
look at
Yeah.
that.
What would
Yeah.
you say your favorite hobby is then of the ones that you do?
Well, my favorite hobby right now is driving, just
Is driving,
because I am like fully immersed in it. I love it. Like if you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have just said like martial arts because I love fighting.
You a black belt or
No, I never did anything like that.
Okay.
I trained in a lot of forums, but I was never interested in
Okay.
competition or the ranking system.
sure?
But now it's cars.
Cars.
Yeah,
Cars.
and that might change one day, but for now, I'm having a pretty good time.
That's awesome.
So,
I love
yeah.
that.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah.
this Atlanta Speedway or whatever it's called now, you train on.
Yeah.
Does it have like a grade to it? Like we were at the Daytona Speedway recently, in Florida, and I noticed the track has like a big grade to it. Is it the same in Atlanta or?
So we train in a parking lot.
Okay.
So there's a grate in the center for
Okay.
water flow.
No, I was thinking about the track.
No,
I didn't know what
yeah,
that was
no.
like.
So we're not on the oval.
Okay.
It is cool though. Towards the beginning of the year when NASCAR is there, it is cool because there is also a airport. So there are days when
I
we're
remember
like
that.
drifting in the parking lot, surrounded by like NASCAR warming up, right? Like doing their
And
laps.
it's not quiet.
Cool.
No, and then there's like helis, like
Yeah.
helicopters
That's
doing their
cool.
test runs,
Yeah.
and like motorcycles,
The Goodyear
like doing their
blimp.
stuff, and you're looking around like America, like
Yeah,
this is
right.
wild.
That's awesome.
But no, it's a glorified parking lot, but it's what we need. It's all we need.
That's
I felt
good.
like I read somewhere
Yeah.
that it's gonna be like a giant casino one day.
What?
that is if they can get
The Georgia
betting past the
Right.
state house.
Yeah.
And let Senate.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like a huge casino.
It's big. It'll.
Hey, you can do sports betting over there in a more.
I only that's all I do.
It's
Sports.
dangerous for you.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, just
You better
sports.
watch
just
him.
sports betting.
Yeah. Well, they're putting it next to the NASCAR track, so I mean,
Like they're adding to the
Uh-oh.
property, or they're taking away the track.
I think they're taking away the track.
I don't think
That's
so.
Oh no, they're not taking away the
No.
track. No,
It's an addition.
Okay.
It's a big like
But-
casino hotel development.
track
they're
yeah, like a
trying to do.
hotel
much money.
casino
Yeah.
thing,
That will
like out
definitely
in
change
west.
things.
Yeah.
It's a big
Definitely
like
change things.
like they expected. I mean, I know to bring like thousands of jobs to that
Right.
area. if
That's
that
in-
Hey, that's a
happens.
great
Is that
point.
Henry
That's a great
County?
point. Yeah,
But-
I think so.
Henry?
I think
Yeah.
it's Henry. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big if. Even if it gets done, which I don't know. I don't know if it will.
Right.
But
Yeah.
The timing on that is going to take a while, anyways. So.
I was about to say that's gonna be a couple years.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably at least we're talking for like 10 years down the road
Yeah.
at least.
I mean, the film industry may not even be here then.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, well, we
who
hope it will
knows?
be.
I'm tired
Hope
of that
it will
dang.
be.
And maybe y'all's podcast will be in New York City. Who knows,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Wherever
You're
we
like,
end
nah,
up.
you're
Wherever
like,
we end
nah,
up.
not
I
New
hope
York
not
City.
New York.
I'll tell you, I'm tired of that freaking data center crap.
wait, what?
The data center. Where do you live in Coweta or Fayette?
No.
Wait, no.
That's that's one thing that's really hot right now is they're building these data centers,
bet.
and that's big.
Oh no, this is good. I don't know what this is.
With the AI and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They need big servers basically to train the AI models to store data. So Georgia had like a tax incentive similar to what they had for the film industry,
Oh.
but it's this incentive for data centers to be built. There's a huge one in Fate,
is
really
it?
really close to Trilith.
It's
Yes,
it's
right
actually one of the
by-
biggest.
It's the biggest one. It's right. I live right by Trilith in that
Actually,
data
I
center.
it's huge.
think I know what you're talking about because I was working at Trilith like a month ago
Yeah,
on a
you would
show.
have seen it. Yeah.
And the whole back road was blocked off. Like we were shooting on location.
'Cause
So
all the
base
people-
was Trilith, but we had to like get in set vans and go somewhere. And the whole like for 2-3 blocks or whatever, everything was like like closed.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
and I was like, what's going on? Like this is
It's-
crazy. And that's what they were saying, that they were like feeding lines for this data
Yep.
center or
Yeah.
something. And
So-
I'm like, data center? What does that mean?
They
I brushed
wiped
it
out.
off. I was like, I don't know what that means.
They wiped out
Right.
almost 700 acres. This guy, it was a
Wow.
hunting lease,
Wow.
and all that wildlife gone.
I thought it was an expansion to
Whoa.
Trilith at first, for the longest time.
Well, if
until
you
I
don't know
realized
what it is, you sure as hell can't miss it. It is a massive
So they
building.
built on it since
Yes,
I was there.
I live so close that when I go outside in the middle of the night, I can't look up and see the stars because of the light pollution.
No.
Oh gosh.
That's super sad.
Yeah,
and
Oh,
the
man.
USA soccer complex thing.
Right.
Right, but I mean, the property value isn't going down, but
I guess that's, yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Interesting. I'll have to like look that up.
Yeah. I don't know how we started talking
And
about data
they're-
centers, but that's
yeah,
interesting.
I mean, and they've got them places
Right.
on lockdown.
Drifting to data
too.
centers.
I'll have to
Yeah,
get
data
somebody because
centers.
I've like back while I was at college, I met a lot of people that worked on data centers and stuff. We'll have to bring one on to talk about it.
Okay.
Interesting, but
They might have some really interesting info.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
met one guy that worked over there at the pool hall, billiards.
but before I forget, Michelle, do you have a favorite movie? Someone in the industry,
A favorite movie I've worked on, or a favorite movie in general?
just in general.
Okay.
You know what's so funny is it's probably something like a little bit older, like My Cousin Vinny or something. Like
Oh,
something
that's a good
so-
one.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
movie.
I wore this ridiculous suit for you.
Yeah, I love that movie. So I'm just gonna go with that because that's what popped into my head. I'll go
Inspired a
with
lot of
that.
lawyers. I know that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But
He was a very interesting lawyer.
yeah,
Joe
But
Pesci.
yeah.
Such a,
Yeah, but their vibe, I dig it. I love that movie.
Yeah, what was
So.
that scene like? They goes in and he's like eating grits or something like that, and he's not
Yeah.
from the South, something like that. It's kind of
Oh
interesting.
yeah, he's like, what is this?
Yeah, like,
'Cause
what is
Yeah,
this?
yeah. It's like we got one breakfast or like two breakfast options,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to like choose one. But they're both pretty much just like eggs and bacon and grits or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is this? yeah, yeah.
I mean, from New Jersey, I wouldn't even
Yeah,
have a
they
clue what that
wouldn't-
is.
Yeah.
Love grits.
Their accents are so
grits
great.
are great. And
Grits.
for those that don't know, what are
Grits are
grits?
so good. It's just a hot cereal that's like, I guess, primarily in the southeast.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like porridge, I guess, if
Yeah.
I had to compare it to something.
Grits is corn.
Cornmeal
but
kind of,
Yeah,
a little bit like
corn-
that.
Yeah, you can salt it.
I don't like it.
You don't like
but
grits?
No.
Love
I'm not
grits.
gonna order that, but good for you if you like it.
Good for you.
I
like it.
love
I give
my
it
mama's
cheese.
grits.
Cheese grit, yeah,
I
cheese
can't
grit.
do it. I
Cheese
can't
grit.
do
Oh
it.
my
I
goodness,
can't
she
do
does.
it.
You know, like
Never
it's just
mind.
it's just
Ramble
corn. It's just
on.
ground up corn.
I can't. It's the same reason I can't do oatmeal. I just can't.
Oh, it's just like
She's-
with the
yeah.
texture and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
She doesn't
can't
like
do
it.
It's too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
You
Oh,
guys are
okay.
wrong, but I mean it's okay.
Like,
Well-
why is this hot?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, the hot
Yeah.
porridge basically.
So-
But I mean, it is considered a hot cereal. Fun fact.
So we'll move on then from grits.
No, somewhat grits for another 30 minutes.
I'm just curious. So, of the people you've worked with, who are some big names that have just been super cool people?
Okay. I worked with Chris Evans, was really cool.
Sweet.
Kiernan Shipka was really cool. Ben Stiller was really cool. Nicole Kidman. Dwayne Johnson was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just say that.
Okay.
Maybe not punctual, but very nice.
Okay.
Dakota Fanning was cool.
I was gonna say Dakota Johnson.
I wish I worked with
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson. She's like the hot thing right now, isn't she?
I
And
think
she's-
so.
Yeah. Oh, do you? And she's like, she gives like grounded, cool girl vibes. This, right? She gives like.
Good
is it-
actress, good looking.
We're talking about the same person, right? Like the one that just did that movie with Pedro Pascal. Is that who we're talking about?
She was the one in 50 Shades of Grey. And
Yeah, that's
stuff,
who we're talking about. Yeah. She's
That's the one everyone else knows her for. Calm down now.
well, yeah. I mean, everyone watched it,
Yeah.
so it's not like. Well, you look like you didn't watch it.
I never,
No.
No,
but-
they're
Oh.
just gonna make fun of me for
That's
it.
okay.
That's all.
I
Oh,
never
okay.
watched it.
Oh, okay.
Just-
Gotcha.
I mean,
No, she did do. I think it was Madam Web. A couple of my friends worked on that. Like my friend was her double, but she's really tall.
She is.
She's like what 5'7" or something, really tall. But I would love to work with her because she gives like really cool vibes. I'd also love to work with like Kristen Bell or like just chicks that give like
right. Tough.
like
Funny.
you could just like go get a
Scarlett
coffee and like
Johansson.
yeah, I'd love to work with Scarlett Johansson. I have never worked with her. But she also gives really cool vibes.
I had a crush
cool.
on her when I was
So-
little.
Scarlett
I ain't
Johansson.
gonna lie.
So how much interaction do you get with the actors, when you work on a production?
It depends. There are times when you don't see them at all, and there are times when you're talking them through something, right? So, like, for example, I worked with Kiernan Shipka on Red One, and she wanted to do a lot of the fight stuff. So we worked together on how to make her look the best, in that situation. She picks it up so fast. Wow. She looks awesome. Like, she really crushed it. So there are times when you're like one-on-one with them and you really have to have like a conversation and dialogue about this is what we're doing, and you also have to have their back, right? Like you have to make sure that everyone is safe and they may not be, they're focusing on acting and dialogue and storytelling. So you need to have their back and focus on safety and what they might need and when they might need it, right? So, but then there are other times when you might be doubling someone and you never see them because maybe you're on second unit and they're on first unit. If you guys are on different units or splinter units, you won't see each other because the point of it is that like a camera team goes with first unit and then a camera team goes with second unit. You don't interact. So it all depends.
Yeah, interesting.
Have you ever worked with Sandra Bullock?
No, I've never
Dang.
worked with her. No, these are all really good names though.
Lane's
like
listing his
maybe
favorites.
one day.
I'm listening. I am. I'm listening
Sandra
to my
Bullock
favorite.
is a favorite of Lane's.
Oh really?
Probably the favorite. Yeah.
You have a type.
I
If
do?
you're yeah, because these are like
Blind
tall,
Side Sandra Bullock.
but these are like tall, dark-haired, beautiful ladies.
I don't know. Well, tall, I guess.
Yeah, aren't they? They're all tall, aren't they? How tall is
I think it's
Sandra
hard to
Bullock?
tell.
No, I've never seen him. in
You know-
person.
Oh, okay.
I had no
Oh,
idea
okay.
Tom Cruise was short until like I read that somewhere.
He is short. Yeah.
Oh, tall
I'll
is
tell you
fine.
what though, I worked
Something
with
like that.
Cameron Diaz last year.
Okay.
She is tall.
Yeah, she seems like she's a tall lady.
I was taken back. I was like, and I'm straight, but I was like, dang, like
For clarification.
yeah. But I was like, shoot, she is one nice looking lady, and she's got them legs.
Is she
I
a nice
know.
lady to work with?
Yeah, I mean it was a very fast. I was doing a soccer scene actually. We were doing like a takedown slide tackle situation because Jamie Foxx's kid in the movie played soccer. They cut it all, but so it was a very fast interaction. So like I don't know her. Like it was very like hi bye, but I saw her and I was like, you look good. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
What about Julia Roberts?
No Julia Roberts. A lot of these people are LA based. And I think, well, I guess they have done stuff recently outside. I was going to say like a lot of like, for example, superhero based actors all came from like LA and stuff. And now they're a lot over here or like, I worked with, I did the Special Ops Lioness show with like Zoe Saldana and stuff. And that was all in like Baltimore or something. It was nowhere near here at all. So I guess at the end of the day, like people are everywhere right now. They're kind of just free floating to wherever
Right.
a production might be filming. So I guess that's not fair to say. But I think a lot of these specific women came from LA.
I was just curious.
Yeah,
I'll tell
they
you
may
someone,
not be here.
Someone that kind of likes theater. I don't know if you saw down the street on your way here, but like there's that new like movie hotel that was built. It's Francis Ford Coppola's passion project, I guess. So he
wow.
built a hotel. He talks about how much he loves Peachtree City. You know, I just thought that was kind of neat. I had no idea that was even here.
I didn't know either. That's crazy. There's a few people here over the last couple of years that I had heard might have decided to move here. Like Rachel McAdams at some point was chilling here, but I don't know if they stay. You know what I mean? Like they may not like.
They got houses everywhere, bro.
That's the thing is they might have 2 or 3 locations.
Yeah, like Kanye has a house. Kanye West.
Kanye.
He has one
Kanye. We didn't know who you were talking about.
Right.
Trillith.
Yeah, I needed
And
that
then
last
I know
name.
Tom Holland has one in Trillith too, and
Tom Holland has one in Trillith?
yes,
Does he really?
I didn't know that. I worked
what
with him on
the-
Spider-Man. I didn't know that.
How was
what's
he?
the girl?
He was awesome. Tom Holland is one of the nicest actors
short,
I've worked
isn't he?
with.
Kinda.
5'9", 5'10". I mean,
okay.
that's pretty average for a dude. Let's get real.
Okay, awesome.
But
Average. I'm above
he
average.
was really, really cool. And Zendaya was cool too. But he was like,
She's got a house too.
he was like I was hanging with one of the stunt guys, and him and his best mate came over, and we just all sat there and talked about boxing, like
Heck yeah.
different ways to like jab, cross, slip, and weave out of stuff, as if he's not Tom Holland. Like you're Spider-Man, bro. Like
That's cool. Yeah,
so
he's
he's
Spider-Man.
very, very chill.
Keep thinking some others. I mean,
Keep other people.
yeah, I'm curious. I mean, you keep
interesting.
rattle them off.
Okay.
I'd have to like look at it. What's funny is people normally their first question is, "What have you worked on?" And that's the worst question because as soon as you say those words, everything I've ever done doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, and then I like will go home and be like, "Oh wait, I worked with all these cool people."
Yeah.
But I can never
Yeah.
remember. I'm kind of
It's just,
surprised
like,
I've
on the
said as many
spot.
people as I have.
You've had a lot of good
actually.
experiences, you know.
Yeah.
Really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, I've been really blessed. Yeah,
How many years have you been doing this?
8.
8 years. Wow.
Yeah. And it's a trial and error situation, you know? Like the first couple of years I might have worked. I know I did Walking Dead and Cobra Kai pretty immediately. And then there was a giant break before I did Legacies and stuff, but like there was like a year or a year and a half of straight struggle, you know, like waiting tables and stuff. And then you work like 1 or 2 more jobs and then you struggle again. And then at some point, enough people know you exist to where you start, you know, having
Consistency.
consistent work throughout the year. Like, or the, like, I was flown to Chicago for Chicago PD because they liked my look. They were
Cool.
like, "Oh, great, you'll be the dead girl." I was like, "Sick, fly me," like
Nice.
whatever, right? But
Very
you
interesting.
know what I mean? And that and
Quick check.
Chicago PD, that's a great show to work on.
That is a good, yeah.
They've been going on for like what 10
while.
years or something.
Yeah.
Like they are set in stone. Great show to work on. But random, right? Just random. Like, oh, come hither. Come to Chicago.
So
and
you
you're
never
like,
went
okay.
to school or anything for this?
Not for this. I did go to college twice. I do have a degree. It is useless to me.
What is it?
It's an associate of arts degree with a major in communication and a minor in criminology. It's ridiculous.
That's all
Right.
over
You
the
can't
place.
use it.
Yeah.
You can't use it other than to say that you have it,
Right. That's
true.
essentially. But you don't need to go to school for this job.
Where'd you go?
You need to train in skills. I originally went to a place in North Carolina called AB Tech, Asheville Buncombe Technical College.
Yeah.
And then when I started mechanics, I actually went to the local technical college here. Really disliked it. Don't recommend that.
Was it Southern
Right.
Crescent?
No, it was just the local technical. I don't remember what the exact. It was something.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta something. It was something Atlanta.
Gotcha.
But I did like a semester there and just was like, no way.
Yeah.
So moral of the story, you don't need a degree to succeed in life.
That is the moral of the
nope.
story. I know people that make 10 times what I make and they didn't finish high school.
Exactly.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. You can
It's
succeed.
not a free pass to just drop
That's
out of
true.
school, though.
well,
but,
no,
you know,
you should finish
No,
high school.
finish
Wait.
high school,
yeah,
please.
finish
at
high
least.
school.
But-
so.
It's also, it's not, I mean, just finish high school.
That's true.
It's not, also the best, senior year is the best.
It's
Just do
fun.
it.
Yeah, it's fun. You'll
Just
make
do
good
it.
memories. But
Yeah.
so I have a question, maybe like 2 final questions. But
Sure.
like, what is a piece of advice that you would give to somebody trying to break into the film industry or stunt specifically, like what you do? Like, what advice would you have for them?
Okay. My advice, partially this advice was given to me by a coordinator who I think is just incredibly smart. But I think there's two sides of a coin that you really need to understand, which is one, if you don't love it, don't do it, because it's too hard to do it just for money or something. Like, you have to be passionate about it or it's not worth it, because the struggle is real. And then the other side is always have something else that you love. And I know that's kind of a pitter patter of stuff, but if stunts is all that you have, you can't, it's so back and forth and up and down and left and right. You have to have other things that bring you joy, whether it be family and friends, other hobbies, other careers. Have something else that makes you happy. So when the industry is doing what it's doing now, it's okay. And then you wait for it to come back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what do you see your future looking like?
Oh, I don't know. I would love to keep doing the driving. I would love to work in film with cars. And then who knows? I kind of like, honestly, I could do anything from stay in film. We talked about, like, I would love to at some point maybe get into IndyCar mechanics, work for
dang.
McLaren, like any number. I just want to do like really weird.
And of course, coming back on ThreeFlowing, right?
Huh?
And of course,
Yes.
coming, right?
Yeah. If my career goes to the right and I just like am now a mechanic for McLaren, I'll come back.
Yeah, please do. No, this has been very insightful. You know, I've really enjoyed having you on, Michelle. And
thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Thank you for having me.
yeah, I know time is running short here, but you got any closing thoughts, Lane? Or
No, thanks so much for coming on, and
Yeah,
Teaching-
no, we had a
teaching us
good
some
time.
Yeah,
yeah, this
very
is great.
fun.
Learned a
Chatting it
lot.
up.
Yeah, you know, I hope you guys learned something too. All our viewers out there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching ThreeFlowing, and be sure to tune in next week for more episodes just like this, where you can hopefully learn something.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys,
You have
and
a good one.
take care.
God bless.
Y'all have a good night, day, evening, whatever.